Hey there everybody, how are you? It's Jamie here and a very warm welcome to you all to Travel Blog Jamie. I'm currently on the cruise of a lifetime, sailing with Princess Cruise Lines on board Ruby Princess, sailing from San Francisco to Hawaii, Mexico and back again. In this vlog, I'm going to take you on a thorough walking tour of Ruby Princess from top to bottom. You can sit at home with your feet up, grab some nibbles, a drink while I do all the walking. You lazy lot. Let's do this. Ruby Princess is a Crown class ship and was launched in November 2008. Her usual operating guest capacity is 3,080. You'll find 19 decks on board and 1,542 cabins to choose from. No, you can't have all of them, you greedy lot. Let's begin our tour on Deck 19, Star Deck. It's a small area where you'll find the Princess Links jogging track and centre court. Up here you'll find plenty of sporting activities taking place throughout the daytime. As well as centre court, there's mini golf, shuffleboard and cornhole, not to mention some of the best views you'll get at sea. Look up, the structure you can see here is Skywalker's nightclub. Let's head up there. This is the only venue you'll find on Deck 18, Skydeck. And a tip for you, whilst the bar up here won't be open during the daytimes, if you're looking for a quiet space with excellent views, this might just be the place for you. During my cruise, Skywalkers was also used from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. every day for the Elite event. During that time, Elite loyalty members can enjoy free food, some discounted drinks, and an opportunity to speak to some of the officers who host the event each day. Next up, Deck 17, Sports Deck. This is where you'll find a small plunge pool, hot tub, kids club, the sun terrace for lounging, and exclusive adults only sanctuary. All the pools on board Ruby Princess have the capability of being heated. Having said this, the water temperature can vary wildly from pool to pool. Also at the aft of Deck 17, you'll find a range of kids clubs. For obvious reasons, I didn't film in these areas, but you have the Beach Club, which is allocated for teenagers, the Tree House for kids between 3 and 7 years of age, and finally the Lodge, which is allocated for kids between the ages of 8 and 12. The remainder of Deck 17 can only be accessed by lifts and stairwells both midship and forward, so we'll see those areas a little later. Next up, Deck 16 and Sun Deck. This is where you'll find Adagio Bar, Sabatini's Specialty Dining, Conference Room, Movies Under the Stars, Trade Winds Bar, Wedding Chapel, Lotus Spa, Beauty Salon and Treatment Rooms, the Lotus Spa Pool, Fitness Centre and Aerobics. If you're looking for a little peace and quiet, I would suggest Adagio Bar. It's like an undiscovered gem. It's also where you'll find group meetups later in the afternoons. Sabatini's for specialty Italian dining at a surcharge of $45 per person. I have to say, it's absolutely delicious and worth every single dollar. Sabatini's is also used as a breakfast venue for suite and reserve collection guests. If you'd like to see my full experience in Sabatini's, just search Travel Blog Jamie, Ruby Princess, Hawaii to Mexico. And time to head towards midship. Running both port and starboard side of the ship, you'll find plenty of lounges to relax. And of course, the views are none too shabby. This is the midship access point to the Sun Terrace. It has absolutely wonderful views up there. You might be able to make out here that one of the stairwells has an accessible chairlift. Here, looking towards the very front of the ship and the sanctuary. Oh, and if you're wondering, we're currently sailing from Hawaii to Mexico. It is February and the weather absolutely gorgeous today. We're now making our way towards the front of the ship and the sanctuary. This whole area is set aside for lounging. You can spend either half a day or a full day or indeed the duration of your cruise at the sanctuary for a surcharge. Prices do fluctuate, so do check once on board. There are a number of areas you can choose a lounger, outside in the sunshine or partially shaded. You'll also have very quick access here to the Lotus Spa pool, although it wasn't open during our particular cruise. Pleased to report that 2 of the pools on board do have hoists. If you're spending time in the sanctuary, you'll also have access to an exclusive food and drinks menu. Those items come included in the price. Welcome to the fitness center, and yes, I know I'm spelling these words the American way. I refer to a fitness center as a gymnasium. No thank you. Hearts and Minds is the wedding chapel and is also used as a conference room. Whilst this walkway around the front of the ship was closed today, I did manage to get some footage at a different time. As you can see, this section overlooks the bridge. And yes, at times you can access the top section of the bridge from the deck below. There's a smoking section port side of Tradewind's bar. Deck 15 for Lido Deck. Here you'll find the Horizon Terrace, Outriggers Bar, Cafe Caribe, Horizon Court aka the Buffet, the open deck with Calypso Bar, Calypso Reef and Pool plus hot tubs, Slice Pizzeria, Coffee and Cones, Ocean Front, Neptune's Reef, Pool and hot tubs, the Mix Bar, Salty Dog Grill, plus passenger cabins. The thermal spa can only be accessed from deck 16. Oh, I love you, you, and you, but not you. Food at the Salty Dog Grill is included in your cruise fare. Ocean Front for all your Princess Medallion accessories. You can also use the screens to book a variety of experiences and find your way around the ship. Notice to the left of the screen a hoist for accessibility. No need to bring your own towels, there are plenty available poolside. Specialty coffee and desserts are served at Coffee and Cones. Unless you're on a package, there's a surcharge for those. The soft serve ice cream is included in your cruise fare. Very nice pizza served at Slice is also included in your cruise fare. You'll be able to get food from the Horizon Court at breakfast, brunch, lunch, afternoon tea, and dinner. It's all included in your cruise fare. You'll find a number of refreshment stations located in the Horizon Court where you can help yourself to coffee, tea, iced tea, juices, water, and ice. And yes, these items are included in your cruise fare. Café Caribe, essentially an extension to the buffet. Very often the food served here is identical to that of the Horizon Court. However, some evenings you'll find a live cookery station. During my cruise, for example, there was a ramen station one evening. It was absolutely delicious. And a top tip for you, this is nearly always the quietest section of the buffet. So come down here towards the aft of the ship if you would like a little peace and quiet, and also minimal wait times. Notice again another accessible chairlift and hoist for the pool. Deck 14, Riviera deck for the terrace pool. A number of passenger cabins, including my own, are 717. The laundromat, that's a laundrette in the UK, panoramic lifts, and the rooftop of the bridge that I showed you a little earlier. On Ruby Princess, the terrace pool is often used as an adults only area. As you can see, a pretty open plan shower here at the aft as well. If your cabin/stateroom is located on Riviera deck, you'll have direct access to the terrace. This was great news for me since I had an inside cabin and therefore didn't have far to go for a little bit of fresh air. Princess medallion at the ready to access my cabin. Yes, those are my magnets. And what? Come on in, let me give you a brief tour. However, if you'd like a full tour and review, please just search Travel Blog Jamie Ruby Princess Inside Cabin. I got all the jizz, jazz and pizzazz right there for you. Oh my goodness, yeah, and you got room for your, come on, sing along with me. A one cheek, two cheeks, rah, 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 and don't get sucked in, no, no, no. Sorry, if you're new here, you're thinking, what the hell? Now then, is it true that you'll find a lot of gossip in the laundromat, the laundrette? Ain't nobody here, and ain't nobody got time for that. Caption this, please. What do you reckon is going through my mind? Folks, there's no deck 13, that would be unlucky. Decks 12 to 8 are passenger cabins, so we are heading straight to deck 7, promenade deck. This is where you'll find, well, the promenade, Club Fusion Lounge, oceanfront, photo gallery, Crown Grill restaurant and bar, Explorers Lounge, men and women, oh, I think they mean toilets, Crooners Bar, Shops of Princess, library, Wheelhouse Bar, Salty Dog Gastropub, Shore Excursions Desk, and the Princess Theatre. And yes, it has a stage. Of course it has a bloody stage. Alrighty, let's head out to the prom deck. Now then, this is quite unique. It does actually go all the way around the ship. However, to access the front section, you do need to walk up some steps. I'll show you what those look like and how many you're dealing with very soon. Alrighty, we're now at the front of the ship and these are the stairs we need to navigate. No, I'm not pointing at his backside. You lot are so rude. Welcome to the continuation of prom deck at the very front of deck 8. Make no mistake, the wind can blow down here. And back down to deck 7. We're going to magically teleport ourselves back to the aft of the ship. Expect all sorts of classes, events and live music right here at Club Fusion. Oceanfront again for your medallion accessories. The Crown Grill is the onboard specialty steakhouse and comes with a surcharge. It's well worth it. Like Sabatini's, it's $45 per person and you're going to need a forklift truck to get you out of here. I guarantee that. Explorers Lounge for classes, events, live music and even auctions. The very imaginatively named The Shops of Princess, and there's a ton of them. Hemorrhage all your hard-earned cash here, folks. The Salty Dog Gastropub is classed as casual dining. It comes with a surcharge of $14.99 unless you're on the Princess Plus package, in which case you can visit twice during your cruise, or if you're on the Princess Premier package, you can dine there as often as you want. And by the way, it was one of my favourite restaurants on board. You'll find a range of workshops and live music at the Wheelhouse Bar. Said it before, I'll say it again. Princess shore excursions are of some of the most expensive I've ever seen at sea. I'd love to see Princess make those prices a little bit more competitive. Please, Princess, they're so expensive. Notice the accessible chairlift to the right. There are two tiers to the theatre. This is the upper tier. To the right, you'll notice spaces put aside for wheelchair users. Each evening, you'll find a pianist, hell, a crooner, playing in Crooner's Bar. The glotzy piazza spans 3 decks. On the lower tier, you'll find a range of activities, games, events, live music, all the way through the day and evening. Wow, we're making good progress now, are we not? Deck 6, Fiesta Deck. This is where you'll find the Botticelli and Da Vinci main dining rooms. There are also more shops of Princess, the cruise and loyalty desks, Churchill's Arcade, Gatsby's Casino and Bar, guest services, 2 conference rooms, and the lower level of the theatre. Smoking is allowed in one half of the casino. In spite of the extractor fans, I found that the smell was a little too strong for this to be a usable space for me. That's just my personal opinion. It did, however, save me a lot of money on gambling. I do like a little flutter, but not in a smoking casino. I've noticed on some Princess ships that the smoke from the casino can seep into the piazza. Happy to report that wasn't the case on Ruby Princess. And now heading to the lower tier of the theatre. There's currently a lecture taking place in there, so I need to be really quiet. and back through the port side section of the casino, which is where smoking is allowed. Are you loyal to just one cruise line? I mean, I quite like a bit of variety, to be honest with you. There are 3 main dining rooms on board Ruby Princess. The Da Vinci restaurant has a section set aside for reserve collection guests and suite guests. Each restaurant also offers different sittings. You'll have the option of fixed dining, anytime dining, where you can actually go onto the Princess app and choose your time of dining. That can vary from night to night, and what I call live dining, where you can just rock up and join a line. The great thing about Princess Cruises is that you're not forced to sit with anyone if you don't want to. Yep, you can have a table for yourself. That's not me being totally antisocial, by the way. I promise you, you do not want to sit opposite me at breakfast time. I'm a mess first thing in the morning. Breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea and dinner are all included in your cruise fare in the main dining rooms. At dinner time, they also offer 3 specialty dishes which come at a surcharge. And here we are at Deck 5 Plaza Deck. Here you'll find the Michelangelo dining room, internet cafe, future cruise and loyalty desk, good spirits at sea, international cafe, Vines wine bar, fine art gallery and more passenger cabins. Directly ahead, the panoramic lifts, although the glass panels have been covered by decorations, so you can't see a huge amount. Much loved International Cafe is open 24/7 and the food here is included in your cruise fare. One of the smallest bars on board, Good Spirits at Sea. Michelangelo is the third main dining room. Oh, you are such a cutie, baby. Oh, folks, we made it to Deck 4 Gala Deck for Water Shuttle, Embarkation and the Medical Centre. Deck 4 was often used during our ports of call for embarkation and disembarkation. If a tender to shore is required, this is also where you'll take your water shuttle, also known as a lifeboat. And that concludes our walking tour of Ruby Princess. Thanks for coming with me. Thanks as always for your support as we now head towards 38,000 subscribers. It's cray. Today's shout outs go to my gorgeous tiers 3, 4 and 5 patrons. You too could become a patron. Just search patreon.com/travelblogjamie. For your personalised video messages, just search cameo.com/travelblogjamie. It's really as simple as that. And thank you for watching. Don't forget, we can follow each other on Facebook, Jamie W. Robbins, X, Threads, Instagram, and Blue Sky at TravelBlogJamie. And of course, right here, right now on YouTube.